Hey YouTubers, your old buddy Platt. Today we're continuing on our beer style series. We're going to talk about another style of beer that's based off a single ingredient. We're going to talk about rye beers. Let's go over the numbers real quick. SRM 1 to 40, ABV and IBUs vary greatly depending on the style of beer the rye is added to. And then temperature-wise, we're going to serve these beers at 45 to 55. Rye is a grain that gets added into the mash bill that adds spicy notes to a beer. Rye is also a fermentable because it's a grain. It's also fermentable, and then it can also adjust the ABV of certain beers. A good way to think about rye is how it's used in the spirit world. If you ever had compare it from a bourbon whiskey to a rye whiskey, you'll know the bourbon whiskey is sweeter because of the predominant corn, where in a rye, because it's predominantly rye, you'll get more spice notes. It's a stronger bite. In the vodka world, if you've ever had a traditional Russian rye vodka and compared it to something like a Grey Goose, which uses wheat, you'll notice that Grey Goose is a little softer, where an old school Russian rye vodka is more aggressive, has a stronger bite. Also, with the addition of the bite, rye can also add a reddish hue to some beers. Depending on how much you use. Rye will not be the predominant grain in a lot of these beers. It will be more of a supplemental thing. You'll still have a barley base, but rye is kind of addition. But flavor profile wise, it'll add a lot more to it. It kind of can become a predominant taste to it. As far as the color, clarity, finish, body of these beers, it varies greatly depending on the style that you'll add it to. Hop flavor wise, these beers will go anywhere from low to medium plus. On the bitterness side, low to medium-ish. Again, style dependent. Some of these beers you could also pick up fruity esters. The rye will not totally mask that. As far as what styles rye is popular in, tends to be IPAs, and that kind of makes sense because IPAs tend to be kind of bigger, flavorful beers. Rye is real potent as far as flavor-wise grain. Also, because it is a fermentable, we can also bump up the ABV, which again is something done in a lot of IPAs. So it makes sense it's used in the IPAs. Food pairing-wise, we're going to pair this with jerk chicken and bread pudding. The beer we're going to try today, actually I've tried already. We had a little accident with the camera and the beer earlier. Is the RocketDog Rye IPA, produced by Laughing Dog Brewing, based out of Ponderay, Idaho. The brewery itself was founded in 2005, and the brewery has a mascot, and it's the family dog Ben. So if you're a dog-friendly home brewer, beer drinker, whatever, maybe you want to try out their products. Let me give her another try. What I got off this, and what you'll get off this beer, is there's plenty of hops on the nose. You'll pick up just a hint of the malt. The rye doesn't come through on the nose, but it will come out in the taste. Your traditional, when you think about an IPA, there's enough malt there that you'll get a punch up in the front of the tongue, and then the hop bitterness will come through. Well, there's also a little bit of that rye bite, which kind of, to me, works well with that hop bitterness. So it kind of works together nice. Rye's not real predominant on this, but it's a nice little supplemental flavor. Like I said, it adds a certain bite that I think works with this beer. IPAs, you're kind of used to the hop bitterness bite anyway, so a little bit of the spice bite is a nice addition. Color-wise in this beer, when we hold it up, this beer pours with a little bit of haze, but you kind of get a red copperish note, and I'm going to presume that is from the rye. Body-wise, this is a nice enough drinker. To me, this is a kind of late Indian summer kind of beer. If you're still in a part of the country where the weather hasn't gotten cold yet, this might be something you'll want to try. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe down below. Any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them in the comment section, or you can always send them to me on the Twitter page. Until next time, bottoms up.